Good morning, students, and continuation of the meeting special needs of the patient. And the other subtopic is mentally challenged. Okay, so it is also called as a mental state. Okay, so mental state or mentally challenged. Okay, so this is our topic now. So I'm going to the introduction regarding of the mentally challenged. So mentally challenged is nothing else but so the person who got or injury or diseases. Okay, so the person who got a injury or diseases and they are leading to the impairment. So impairment nothing else but so the person can't able to do the activities and they are improper to work in their daily activities, and that may lead to the disability. So disability means so the person can't able to do their own works, so it's called as a disability. So that persons are called as a challenged people, or it may be called as a handicapped people. Okay, so you may see the example of challenged people like so the children's. Okay, so the children's below 5 years of age group and the older women's and the older persons. Okay, so because of the ill health they can't able to do the activities and some of the disease conditions, so these such category comes under the challenged people. So that is regarding of what you mean by mental state or the mentally challenged. Okay, so when they got an injury, so they may lead to the impairment and it leads to disability, and disability nothing else but is a challenge or handicapped persons. Okay, so what is the classification of the mentally challenged? Okay, so there are physically challenged and mentally challenged and socially challenged will be there. So we'll be dealing with these three types of the physically challenged, mentally challenged and the socially challenged. So what do you mean by physically challenged? Okay, so physically challenged nothing else but so here so the body is affected mostly physic. Okay, the body status or the gestures postures are affected. So for example, like and what are the physically challenged conditions? So here you see that orthopedically, so orthopedically nothing else but any bone fractures. Okay, and handicapped and sensory handicapped. So sensory nothing else but as listening. Yes, by touch, smell. So these all comes under the deaf, dumb, and sensory handicapped, and neurologically handicapped. So neurological handicap, the best example is that if any disorders of the brain leads to the neurological disorders. So for example, the mostly it is a mental retardation or any psychiatric illnesses. Okay, like for example, a delirium, dementia, depression, so anxiety. So these all disorders comes under the neurological handicapped, so that these all conditions comes under the physically challenged. Okay, so group according to affected part of the body. If any human body system is affected and it comes to the physically challenged. Okay, now next go for the socially challenged. Okay, so socially challenged nothing else but coming to the society. Okay, so here society nothing else but for best example is a broken family, loss of parents and poverty and lack of educational opportunities and the environmental deprivations and the emotional disturbance. Okay, so best example is that socially challenged means for example broken family is there. Yes, so the parents has been so divided themselves and left the child alone in the family. Only the mother is going to be lead. Okay, so she is going to be faced in the society or in the area of the schools or colleges, and she is going to be affected socially. Okay, and poverty, if you don't have the money and you are not going to be so maintain the high level status in your society, so that is also part of the emotional, and lack of tender loving care also leads to the socially challenged. Okay, so for example no one is there to support you or care you in your community area, so that categories comes under the tender loving care so from your community. Okay, and next one comes under the mentally challenged. Okay, so here mentally challenged nothing else but so mental means what, mind. Okay, so any disorder that occurs to the person mentally. So the best example of mentally challenged is mental retardation. So mental retardation means the person will not have the levels of IQ. Okay, normal levels of IQ is going to be degraded. Okay, so that is Indian population of mentally handicapped is anyone form you are going to see in this mentally challenged person. See here, so mentally challenged means what, So intellectual disability is going to be there, and developmental disorder will be there, and mental retardation will be there. So intellectual disability means the person can't able to read, write, think or thought process is not going to be there for the person. And next one is a developmental disorder. So developmental disorder is nothing else but, so the person, for example, now some of the mental retardation due to some of the family factors. Okay, so hereditary factors will affect the child, so he will not develop the mind maturity from the childhood to the elderly age. Okay, so for example now, so in your childhood your knowledge is different, at present your knowledge is different. So but in the mental retardation person, so where the developmental stage will be stays in the normal stage itself. Okay, and appears in the children under the age of 18 years only, this mental challenge, mental retardation is going to be there. So already I explained what is mental retardation means. Low IQ or the intellectual functioning is called as mentally challenged. Okay, and what do you mean by mental retardation? So in this we are going to deal the mental state, mentally challenged. The main topic is a mentally retardation. So already in the types I have explained that. So mental retardation is nothing else but a low IQ will be there, intellectual ability will be losing, and also the person will not have the cognitive functioning. So cognitive and intellectual will be a similar. So cognitive means what? Reading, writing, thinking, okay, and judgment. So these all skills called as a cognitive functioning. Okay, so already I said that low IQ I have said. So what is the low IQ means? The IQ score under 70 comes under the mental retardation. Okay, and here the epidemiology is saying that, and overall, so 1000 in India, most the people are suffering with these kind of the mental retardation causes, because the mostly, so the congenital consanguinity marriages are more in so Indian culture. So mostly you may see that the mental retardation has been more in India. So 1000 children, and overall 5 out of 1000 children are affected with this process. Okay, and more than 20 million children are suffering with mental retardation in the present India. Okay, and next we go for the types of mental retardation. So what is a normal IQ? Already I explained you that. So 70, yes, so 70 to 110 is a normal IQ level for the human being. So what is going to be there here means, so your mental retardation, it is going to be calculated by MA by CA, mental age and the chronological age into 100. So mental age is nothing else but, so what is your, so mental capacity of thinking, reasoning at your levels, and chronological age means at present your age 18, so 20. So these two age into 100 they are going to calculate the process. Okay, so they will give some assessment tools, psycho assessment tools, to find out the mental age. Okay, and chronological age means your normal age comes under the chronological age, and into 100 they will calculate, and your, if it gets a mild means 50 to 70, and moderate means 35 to 50, and severe comes under 20 to 35, and profound nothing else but it is less than 20, so comes under the mental retardation types. Okay, and next one is a, okay, so what are the factors? As in genetical, already have said that the mental retardation is also the main cause of the genetical factors. Okay, so what are the genetical factors that are affecting to the mother, and also genetical factors nothing else but, so already I have explained you the consanguinity marriages is also one of the, so best cause for the process. Okay, and prenatal factors. Okay, so prenatal, perinatal factors, and postnatal factors, and environmental and the socio-culture factors. So first I have dealt with the genetical factors, and second one is environmental and socio-culture factors. See here, the environmental and socio-culture factors means, environmental means the person which was affected with any chemicals, or so the way of living of the cultural factors. So previously when you see the tribal areas of the groups, and they are having some of the stigma, or maybe the, so misconception regarding of the pregnancy and of the way of living, that marrying marrying a man between with own family is one of the socio-culture factor is also affecting the child to get the mental retardation. And next one is the postnatal factors. Okay, so postnatal factors nothing else but is soon after the birth of the baby, and if there is any injury to the area of the head. Okay, for example, now improper care of the area of the frontal areas. Okay, so nothing else but the forehead areas, and maybe so it may lead to the postnatal factors also. Improper care of the baby leads to the mental retardation. Okay, and the prenatal factors. So prenatal and perinatal comes under that. So during the pregnancy period of the mother, if the mother is not taking a proper nutritious diet, and it may lead to the malnutrition or malformation of the baby, and due to improper intake of a diet, so that may leads to the mental retardation of the baby. Okay, so these are the factors, and mainly the perinatal factors is going to be included. And prenatal and perinatal nothing else but perinatal means what? So during the labor process of the baby, so if the baby is delivered with a forceps delivery, or maybe a forceful pulling of baby from the womb itself, and automatically, and the cephal hematoma, or maybe any fracture, or the compression over the head, it may lead to the damage to the area of the head, so that may lead to the mental retardation. So these are the factors which was essential for the mental retardation. And next one is a see here the mental retardation baby, how it looks like with the perinatal factors of the postnatal baby. Okay, and next one, signs and symptoms of mental retardation. So impaired developmental milestones. Okay, so here milestones nothing else but so soon after the birth. Okay, so what are the baby actions are going to be there in first month, what the developmental takes place, in second month what are the developmental takes place. See here, and whenever the baby birth and it comes to the 2 months, and the baby is going to recognize the mother and the family members, and later the baby will be having of a pinsar grasp, and she will be crowning, and she will be walking. So these all the step by step process is called as a milestones. Okay, and like for example, and developing stage, and she will be increasing of studying, reading, and memorizing, so inventing something. So these all comes under the developmental milestones, so that will be impaired in the person. Okay, and next one is the deficiencies in the cognitive functioning. Already I said that what do you mean by cognitive? So knowledge, thinking, writing skills, so that will be a less. Okay, and next, reduced ability to learn or to meet the academic demands. Okay, already I said if the person don't have the cognitive skills, and the person can't able to read, and the person can't able to write, and he is not going to be fulfill his academic performance. Okay, and expressive or repetitive language problems will be there. Okay, so the person can't able have the cognitive, so the impulses will not help the person to take the action. So what is going to be there? So the person will repeat the words what the others are saying, or the person itself will be having the continuation of the repetitive language speaking will be there. And next one is a psychomotor skill defect. Okay, so psychomotor skill defect nothing else but so the person will not have the ability to sports, or doing of the activity of playing, like for example chess or any carom board of indoor games and outdoor games. So the person will have the skill deficit will be there. So that is the signs and symptoms so the baby is having. And difficulty performing of self-care activities, so he can't able to do his own activities by his own. And neurological impairment will be there. So neurological impairment means what? So what is our nervous system function? Whatever we want to do the action, so that they are going to implement. So what is going to be there here? The nervous system is not going to be coordinate with the person. Okay, and next, medical problems. So you may see the seizures. Okay, so it is also some of the neurological disorders. And involuntary control of movement is going to be there in the seizures. And low self-esteem, depression, and liable moods will be there. See here, and he can't able to do his self activity, always he has to depend on others. So if he will be having his own low self-esteem, and he will be always in depression, and because so he will not activate, and no one will mingle with him, he will always depression. And sometimes mood disorders will be, sometimes he will be angry, and automatically sometimes he will be depressed. So that kind of activity will be there in a mood. Okay, and irritability when frustrated or upset. Already in mood, what I have said, the person will be angry or anxiety, irritability is going to be there, and acting out behavior. So acting out behavior, nothing else but, and he himself will be overactive towards others. So because, and he was frustrated with his behavioral activity, so that he can't able to do their own self respect. Okay, and lack of curiosity. Okay, so curiosity, nothing else but the work that the person can do and ability to do. So but these type of impairment patients, so they, how much curiosity they are not they are having also, so they can't able to attempt the situation. Okay, and these are the signs and symptoms of mental retardation. And next one is a diagnosing mental retardation. So how you can diagnose means by history collection, physical examination, and you can able to diagnose. So history collection means asking the parents and regarding of the, so genetical, prenatal and intranatal and environmental factors we have to assess. And physical examination, like, and head to foot examination we have to perform to the person. And neurological examination, nothing else but it is also called as a mental status examination. So in the mental status examination, clearly the person can identify, so the cognitive levels, thought levels, speech and judgments, everything they can identify in the neurological examination, or it is also called as a mental status examination. And also you can assess the milestone development. For example, set your age of milestone, so you can easily memorize and you can easily write the essay writing. So for example, if you'll find out the knowledge of yours by conducting some viva, you can easily identify the mental retardation of your academic performance. So like that, so according to the age group, and they are going to set some milestone development assessment they are going to do. And some of the investigations, if the person is having any type of the problems within womb itself. Okay, so that you are going to identify the urine, blood test, and blood for metabolic disorders, amniocentesis. Okay, amniocentesis, nothing else but, so amniotic fluid. Okay, so it is a nothing else but a puncture to the abdominal area through the, to remove the amniotic fluid. Any disorders is there, they are going to send for the checkups. And hearing and speech evaluation and electroencephalogram, they are going to check if the person is having any type of the brain or neurological disorders, and they are sent for the CT scan. Okay, computerized tomography, CT scan means computerized tomography scan, they are going to check out. So by this scan, so they can easily identify, so the inner image process of the brain. Okay, and next one is a treatment modalities. Okay, so what type of treatment will give by for the mental retardation person? So behavioral management they will give. Okay, so behavioral management, nothing else but, so for example, you think that behavior, so behavior means what, our action and our mode of activity. Okay, so that is called as a behavior. So the abnormal behavior, that they are going to change into the normal behavior. So for example, I will give one example according to the Pavlov's behavior. Yes, so the Pavlov's, so he has one dog. Okay, so what he is doing, so daily he will keep food for the Pavlov's by ringing the bell. Okay, so and automatically the dog behavior is what, when the bell rings and automatically there is a food behind the process. Yes, so what is going to be there, so one day the Pavlov, so what he have done means, so he rang the bell but he did not keep the food. So what is the behavior of the dogs? Yes, if bell rings, compulsory there will be the food, nothing else but. So the Pavlos identifies that, so we can change the behavior of the person in a mentality mode from normal to abnormal to normal. So that kind of management they are going to give for the behavioral management. And next one is environmental supervision. So environmental supervision, nothing else but, so they are going to be mingle the person into the environment, society and the community, so to enhance, so his skills and normal mood. Okay, and monitor the child developmental needs and the problems. Okay, what if for example the mental retarded person, so he don't have his self activities, self esteem, so what we have to do, always we have to support the child and monitor the child to his levels. Okay, and program that maximize speech, language, and cognitive, psychomotor, social, and occupational skills we have to enhance us. Already in a clinical manifestation we have seen that the speech will be low, language is improper, and you don't have thinking capability, and psychomotor skills are not going to be there. See here, so the father, he is giving a training to the child because she don't, the mental retarded, he don't have the psychomotor skills, so he is making the mental retarded child to be motivated to improve his psychomotor skills by swimming. Okay, so in that way we are going to give a support to the person. And next one is ongoing evaluation of overlapping psychiatric disorders. So for example, majorly, so these psychiatric disorders is links with one problem to other problem. Okay, so that is, you may think that in the mental retardation you also see in the clinical manifestations like depression and mood disorders, same thing. So depression, bipolar disorder. So bipolar disorders means mood disorders, that is angry, and depression comes under the bipolar disorders. Okay, half episode of mania will be there, and half episode of depression will be there. So mania nothing else but hyperactivity of the baby. Depression means he will be always depressed. Okay, and ADHD. So okay, and ADHD nothing else but attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Okay, so here the best example for this attention deficit hyperactive disorder is the child will be hyperactive. So for example, say a teacher who is calling a roll call in the class is, so he'll be hyperactively giving his attendance, and also he is giving an attendance for the other student. And whenever the teacher is taking the class, so he will be giving a more answers, unreliable, reality answers, unnecessary answers the child is giving and disturbing the class. So that type of behavior is going to be there for this attention deficit hyperactive disorder, ADHD. Okay, and next one, family therapy. Okay, family therapy is also mostly important. So family therapy is also called as parental counseling. So what is going to be there? So the child with the mental retardation, so he can't able to cope up with the society. So in that, so with the counselor will give a counseling to the family members. It is a normal behavior of the person, and they are making the parents to be coping their skills. Okay, so whatever the depression they are having, so the counselor is going to bring back the depression from the society. Okay, and the next one is a early interventions program for children younger than the 3 with the mental retardation. So what they are making that, and the people who are having a mental retardation under the age of 3, and they are, so intervention program they are keeping, and along with the parents are also invited for the programs. And whatever the child can develop, and how they can develop the cognitive functioning, and how they can develop the psychomotor skills. Okay, so previously in the management I have shown you the father is training the child in the swimming, so like that, and you have the family or the parents or the guidance, and they have to motivate the child to develop. Okay, and provide day schools to train the child basic skills like bathing, feeding, and how to eat, and these kind of disorders they have to enhance in the day schools. Okay, and vocational training. So vocational training mostly for adults. Okay, so here for example, now the person don't have the cognitive skills. Okay, so the person are giving some of the simple things, and what at certain ability the patient can do. Okay, so like for example, joining the puzzles or vocational training, nothing else but, so he can able to, so stitch. Okay, or he can able to and draw a maths. Okay, so these all training, vocational training they are going to give to the mental retarded person. Okay, and there are prevention of mental retardation. So there are 3 preventions will be. The first one is primary prevention, secondary prevention, and tertiary prevention. Okay, and what do you mean by primary prevention? So how you can prevent the mental retardation? By preconception. So preconception nothing else but, so before conceive only they are going to give some of the information. See here, the doctor, she is giving a counseling to the person. already have seen that the main cause of this mental retardation is a genetic problems, okay, like consanguinity marriages. So genetical counseling they are going to give, and ask the mother to take a rubella so vaccine immunization to take, and the blood test should be present any type of and the blood what venereal diseases are there. So venereal diseases nothing else but, so they are going to check of any type of blood disorders, okay. And adequate maternal nutrition and well good nutrition is there for the baby, or any mother or any deficiencies are there and she is not going to be planned for the pregnancy. And family planning in term of size, so what they are saying that, so family planning is also essential, so in the process of mental retardation when she has to take, okay. And during gestational period, so during gestational period means, so during a pregnancy period, okay, so prenatal care, so adequate nutrition she has to take, and she has to go for fetal monitoring and protection from the diseases, okay. What fetal monitoring means, what she has to undergo the ultrasound or the scanning, or scanning she has to undergo, so because if any protection or anything is there she has to identify. And avoid of teratogenic substances like exposure to radiation and consumption of alcohol and the drugs, so during the pregnancy period, and she should avoid the radiation as well as alcohol and the drugs. And also already I said that amniocentesis, if any genetical disorders are there to identify, and they are going to do the amniocentesis means already I have said that, and you have to so take a needle and they are going to pierce over the abdominal area where the amniotic fluid will be stays, and they are going to take out the amniotic fluid from the abdominal. And fetoscopy means what, and visualization of the, yes, to listen the fetal heart rates, okay. And fetal biopsy, so fetal biopsy means a piece of the tissue they are going to take, and ultrasound, so these are all the analysis of genetical disorders they are going to take out. And next one is a primary prevention at delivery, okay. And before the pregnancy, and during the pregnancy, and after the delivery means postnatal, okay. So high risk pregnancies are there, so that they have to go for the doctors and take a special care you have to undergo. And you may see that Apgar score, so Apgar score nothing else but soon after the birth of the baby, and they are going to check the respiration rate, okay. So respiration and the temperature and whether the reflexes are there or not, so these type of the activities they are going to check for the baby. So that is 1 to 5 minutes after the birth